Hey everybody, it's Aaronator here. We got our 13th episode of our New York Islanders franchise mode here on the PS4, guys. In the last episode, we went and finished up the Year 3 season with your New York Islanders. And as you can see, we made the playoffs with a final grand total record of 49, 27, and 6. As you can see, we are going up in the first round against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sidney Crosby, Sid the Kid, Evgeny Malkin, Phil Kessel, and they're pretty much the same team. So let's go quickly double check the last what we did the last episode. Make sure you go check that out. It was a really crazy finish. But the Pittsburgh Penguins, we looked at them last episode. They still have their core guys, but their depth is much weaker than in past seasons when they used to have Bonino, when they used to have just quite a few different guys. Connor Sheary's still there. Sprong's now hit their lineup. They were still able to afford Hornquist, but they have gotten a bit weaker. Their defense still has their top guy in Chris Letang. They got Justin Schultz still there. They added Jared Spurgeon somehow. So that looks like still a very strong defense. Brett Kulak is still there. But they got Dumoulin there for their top four if they get any injuries. And then, of course, their top four right here is still pretty strong. So I'd say it's pretty even between our team and theirs. Goaltending, they got Matt Murray in net. He's 25 years old, still an elite goalie there for Pittsburgh, and they got Tristan Jarry as their backup. Scratch players, they got pretty much no one. It's all, this is their team. So if you guys have not seen our team, let us quickly go check them out. I did make a few minor adjustments, not to the actual lineup, but to our roster. I sent a couple guys down to the AHL, so then their morale didn't get affected during the playoffs for not getting ice time. We got John Merrill and Malcolm Subban now in the AHL, so this is our best lines. Basically, I decided to just leave it. All the guys that we need playing are playing. Got John Merrill there, and then we got goalies Malcolm Subban and Miller. Some of you guys were saying Ryan Miller should be our goalie if Talbot does go down with an injury, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have faith right now in Talbot, so obviously we're gonna keep rolling with him. But if it comes to that time where we have to go between Sorokin and Miller, we'll figure it out when that happens. But for now, this is what our team's going with. On offense, we got Tavares, Eberle, and Panarin, Bellows, Barzell, and Hosang, Svechnikov, Henrique, Anders Lee, Josh Bailey with Cizikas and Case. On defense, we have Brodin and Montour for our top pairing, Nick Leddy and Jake Muzzin on our second pairing, and then Brendan Carlo and Dante Frappo on our third pairing. These are the lines that have got us through the end of the season and gave us the great record that we have right now. So I'm just going to keep it the way it is. There's no reason to change anything. Some guys haven't had the kind of numbers that we'd like. One of the names would be Kiefer Bellows. He hasn't really put up the numbers, even though he has some great offensive stats. But I'm just going to keep the lines. We're winning with these lines, so I don't have any reason to change anything. Henrique also could get a boost in ice time, as Malkin will be a very tough second-line center to handle. And then Andrei Svechnikov is a guy who got tons of goals. I think he finished off with like almost 30. Yeah, 32 goals there this season. So, I mean, if we need to move up these guys, we definitely can. But for now, we're going to leave it the first couple games and see how we can do against the Penguins. Again, it's really just their top guys. They have their core still there. They're getting older. This is getting to the point where this is kind of like some of they're in the last years of their, I guess you could call it a dynasty, maybe, if you want to go there. But we just gotta take it to them. They're a good team. They have lots of experience, but our team is starting to hit our strides as a top team, a cup contender. That's what I feel, at least. And now they just got to go prove it to teams like Pittsburgh here. So game one, round one against the Pittsburgh Penguins in Pittsburgh. They do have home ice advantage, but I'm not too worried about that. We are coming real hot into the season, or out of the season into the playoffs, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this team can do. We got tons of young guys, tons of great scorers, great defense, and we got Cam Talbot in the net backstopping us. We should have no problems. Here we go, boys. First period. And 2 goals for Evgeny Malkin, just as I said it before. Again, Adam Henrique was a guy I was kind of hoping that, we may have to use him in that second line role to shut down Malkin. because as you can see, Malkin has 2 of their goals early on in the game. Guys, we got to be able to bounce back from this. Here we go. Second period, and it is still 2-0. We're getting outshot badly, 27-10. Pittsburgh's top lines are just too much for us. Come on, guys. We got to be able to capitalize on their depth, guys. Let's get some more shots here. Help out Talbot. Third period, we got lots of time left. It's still a 2-0 game, and we are starting to get shots real early there. So I'm sure John Tavares is getting a bit of spike in this game. There you go. He got his first goal of the playoffs of the first round, and he gets it within 1. Power play for the Islanders. We cannot capitalize. Our power play looks real deadly, and I'm hoping that it can continue to be deadly as it did in the season. We got 2 minutes left. Can we tie it up? And no, we cannot. We completely dominated them in that period. 18 shots to 3. Worth of shots. I'm pretty sure because it was 27-10. So now we had 28-30. We got to bring it to them a bit earlier that time. I think we let it out of our hands. We definitely could have had that game. Pittsburgh's a tough team, but we might have to make some line changes soon. I'm gonna leave it to that. I think we just started out a bit slow. John Tavares is on fire. He has 1 goal per game so far. That's his average. So I'm looking forward to him continuing to score for us. We're gonna need some more offensive production out of our bottom lines and our second line. So I may need to make some moves early on. I don't want to do it too quick though, but I don't want to go down 2-0. I think it's a 1-goal game. I'm going to leave it. Cam Talbot's playing well for us. I'm going to leave the lines the way they are. We just need to start getting some more offense here. So here we go. Game 2 in Pittsburgh once again. Let's see if we can tie this series back up at 1. First period, and no goals have been scored by either team. Pittsburgh is out shooting us 11-7, a bit more even than the last game. We got 7 shots in that 1 period, only 10 after the first 2 in the game 1. So it's looking better. We just got to keep it up. Here we go. Second period, and there you go. Andre Case and Jordan Eberle, our top line and our bottom line, getting in some offense there. It is 2-0 going into the third period. We are getting outshot 21-17, pretty even still, and lots of stuff can happen. But I like where this is going because Talbot is on fire. He's been playing real stellar in game 1 and in game 2. Sidney Crosby decides to tie it up just like Tavares did in game 1. Now we just got to shut him down from here on out, and of course Malkin gets one. Guys, we got to, oh my gosh, Scott Wilson, their depth gets one. Guys, we got to get some more offense here. John Tavares, big penalty kill there, and that was deadly because Pittsburgh always has a deadly power play. Come on, guys, we got to get some offense here late in the game. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes, come on, we got to tie it here in overtime, and Daniel Sprong gets an empty netter, 4-2, and that's a real tough loss for our team. Gosh, their top guys are playing, and Tavares got shut down there. I mean, he had an assist, but we're not getting quite the amount of offense that I like to see. So let's see what our numbers are like. Bellows -3. Yeah, I kind of figured he's gonna go down easy. He's just not playing good enough. So Bailey, we're gonna move up. Henrique, I want to shut down there, and Barzal, Svechnikov, Bailey. That I feel like that could be pretty deadly there. And then Lee. Get some physicality there. He only has 1 shot. And then Henrique, Hosang. How many shots does Svechnikov have? He has 3. Let's get him some more ice time. We're going to go with Bailey there. And I think I like that. I think we're going to go Bellows on the 4th line. Maybe he can get something going there. Get some depth offense. Anders Lee, Barzal, and Bailey. I kind of want to put Bouvillier in there. You know, I know Bellows has the overall. I'm just straight up going to put in Bouvillier, though. I don't think Bellows is playing very well for what he is. So I think Bouvillier is more of a clutch player. Let's give him a shot there on the 4th line. Barzal, Bailey, and Lee, and then Svechnikov, Henrique, and Hosang. You guys were calling for it. You want Svechnikov up there. I want Henrique up here to shut down Malkin. So hopefully that should be able to even it up a bit. Our defense, we're going to leave the same. I think they're fine the way they are. And Cam Talbot just needs to have a bit better of a third period there in the game. For our team, but otherwise we need to make some line changes. We're down 2-0 again. We're gonna have home ice advantage now, but I still felt like we were being a bit outplayed there as the game got on. We just got outbattled there and a bit unlucky. So we just gotta bounce back here. Game 3. This is a huge game on home ice. We really need to come through here for our fans. Got to come through here for the organization. We need to get some offense early on, and we have to play a good shutdown game of hockey. So here we go, boys. Game 3. Let's get the dub. First period, and crap, Crosby. It's again. He just loves being like. He's the best player in the world. What can you expect? They're gonna do well. Okay, Johnny T, I need you to come step up here and match up with Crosby. Get a goal here in the second. Here we go. Second period, and there you go. Okay, so I got John Tavares there on the board, but I really thought that was three of us on the board. Man, Brandon Gaunce, former Canuck, and Phil Kessel. Okay, guys, we do not want to go down 3-0. This is the series on the line here. We need to win this game for sure. We're out shooting them 20-17. We need to help out Talbot here, play some strong defense, and guys, just keep throwing them on net. We can beat Matt Murray. We've done it before. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Peter Holland, out of all players, I could have scored. Excuse me. Johnny T, there you go. Gets a clutch one there. We need some depth offense now. Come on. I need Svechnikov to get on the board. Big penalty kill there. That's huge. Come on, Svechnikov. Get one late here. 5 minutes left. Tavares going to get a hattie. 4 minutes. Come on, guys. Can we bury some? Get some shots on here. 5-2. No. What is going on? How is this team? It's like Pittsburgh's just that good. I don't know what you can do. Tavares is playing like there's nothing you can do. I don't see a scenario where we can. I don't see anything. Like it's just one of those series where you can't believe that one team is just outplaying the other that much. They're gonna go for a defensive second line there. Add Bailey there. Svechnikov, Barzal, Lee, Hosang. What is he? He's a -4. Holy crap. Svechnikov. And we're going to get Barzal playing there. Bailey, sounds good. Top line is plus. They're doing good. And we just need to play a bit better here. Anthony Beauvillier, let's get him in there a bit more. Let's go Beauvillier, Hosang, Lee, Bailey. Lee can play on the fourth line, a bit physical. And, yeah, I think Beauvillier can be a clutch guy for us. I really don't know if Bellows has much in him. But I think I might give him the shot. We'll have to see. Who doesn't get much going? One shot in those games. It's tough. Those guys are getting shots on. Anders Lee, Zizekas. Who was Bellows anywhere? We got to switch something up. Svechnikov can go there. We'll get a defense there. We'll get Fabro on there. Fabro's there. Power play. We're gonna get Henrique or we'll get Beauvillier there instead. Barzal is really slowed down, so we're going to get Henrique going there instead because Barzal just not getting it done. Neither is Hosang, though, I guess. So, yeah, we'll go Barzal there. I got to show you guys this because this is kind of important here. So, penalty kill, Zca's case. Our penalty kill, you can't really change much. I mean, they're playing as good as they can. We one of the top lines there. It just isn't working. Bellows, it's going to be tough to make the call. I think we might go for some rating here over Andre Case. So maybe play on his off wing and play on the fourth line. Maybe Bellows can get something going. Power play, give him some power play time. Maybe no. I think that's all we can do right now. We just gotta hope that this team can get her done. Zizekas, we're gonna go more shutdown line for that third line. Bailey and then Hosang with a bit of offense. Lee, let's go like that. Maybe the fourth line can just every once in a while get a depth goal there. We really need those guys to step up, get some offense. Everything just needs to click together. I don't want to get swept at least. Come on, guys. We got to make some strides here. Game 4 on home ice. We really need to start picking it up. There's a chance. There's always that chance. And we just got to take it to them here against Pittsburgh. Here we go, boys. New York Islanders. Let's get some shots here. Let's get some offense. Talbot. I said Cam Talbot. This was Talbot. Yeah, okay. Cam Talbot, keep us in there. Let's go. First period, and Daniel Sprong. Sprong gets one on the board. We're outshooting them 9-6. That's unlucky. We just got to keep on battling here. Second period. Come on, boys. And I'm just going to sim to the end. I mean, that's just... Was that Talbot? I mean, John Tavares, of course. Like... What do you do? I don't know. We're 10 minutes left. Just the motivation out of this team just left, and we didn't deserve it. We at all. We're not a good enough team. Pittsburgh showed it, and yeah, that's tough. That's really tough to swallow. That I can't even swallow that. So, guys, I decided to skip to the end of that, just get the playoffs all done and over, show the awards, finish up with the season, get to the draft, and regroup next episode. Stanley Cup champions, you got Dallas Stars, and Calder Cup champions, you got the Cleveland Monsters. So Dallas ended up winning the cup there. I guess Ben and Sagan just took it to their top guys took it to Pittsburgh. So might as well look at see who performed there. So we got Dallas. Where did Pittsburgh end up going? So Tampa beat them. Tampa pretty much dominated, and then Dallas. Dallas just dominated. They only lost like 5 games in the whole playoffs. Oh wow, there was one series that went to 7 games. It was Boston and Ottawa. That's interesting. So there is no competition apparently between these teams. So we got Tampa beat Pittsburgh. We would have gone up against Washington, then Tampa. So I mean, maybe taking a look at what these teams had. I think I want to take a look at Pittsburgh. Or no, we already saw what Pittsburgh had. We're going to take a look at Tampa, and we're going to take a look at Dallas, and we're going to see what it was that led them to the cup, because maybe doing that will give us an idea of what we need to do. Tavares, our top guy, played well. Eberle played well. Panarin, that top line can stay as our top line, but our depth in general, we didn't have a strong enough team. Henrique was not effective, so you guys can let me know what you think about that. I mean, he even dropped an overall for how bad of a playoff he had. So, I mean, no one performed. That was just the one line. No one else. Nobody. Not a single. Svechnikov. Who's saying? Where did Barzal? Like, oh, I was really hoping Barzal would have a higher rating. He just doesn't seem to get it done in the simulation. Like, what the heck? Shots. Eberle, Tavares, Barzal, and Svechnikov get shots, but I mean they just don't get it done. What was good about the takeaways? Is there a lot of giveaways from one guy? Like, yeah, Henrique didn't do well at all. Fabro, but I mean that's the bottom pairing. I'm not too worried about that. Bailey. So we could have a couple moves to make here. Sezik's contract, we might as well probably try and offload him. He doesn't seem to be. I mean, maybe, but I mean, you guys can let me know what you think about that. Goalies, Cam Talbot, yeah, he didn't play good enough. I'm not sure if it's him. I mean, he's a 90 overall now. I think he can be our goalie, but I think it was our team. I just don't think we had a team good enough to beat Pittsburgh's. I really do think that's it. They had Malkin and Crosby, and we just had Tavares. So that was really the battle, and I think that's why we got dominated. So yeah, that's really tough. We have depth, but we need top guys to really man those that second line and third line. So just bigger names, I guess. But I'm not sure. It's tough to say. So we're just gonna sim to the draft. We're gonna end off this episode once we get there. I mean, we'll get the rest of the stuff we need to get done. Look at the draft lottery and all that. But let's see. Islanders, we didn't have a draft pick, did we? I think we traded it. Chicago's. Was there one that was supposed to be Chicago via Chicago? Did they make the playoffs? I guess so. So Minnesota, Detroit has 2 top 3 picks. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so we'll just skip that. The rest of that is fine. View retired players. Tavares just played. He plays the way that we need him to play. He gets the simulation. Like, the simulation for him is just it's perfect. But we need more of those guys that really play through the simulation. And then we can start winning games. But it's just unfortunate that we had to come out. I mean, we got swept by Pittsburgh. So, I mean, what can you do? I mean, when they're playing their best game, it's Pittsburgh. It's tough to beat that. And I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to do. So I mean I have an idea, but again, I had ideas. I had ideas that this team could win. So yeah, we just got to go with that. We're at the draft now. I guess we can go to the actual awards and then we'll end it off there. You saw the points and all that and how everyone did. So Stanley Cup goes to Dallas. Washington's won the President's Trophy for 4 out of 5 years. That's crazy. Insane. Dallas this time versus Tampa. So Calgary and Dallas both beat Tampa. That's rough for Tampa. They have been so close each year. So maybe looking at what Tampa's roster has. I mean, obviously they're lacking in some parts, but Cleveland they won the Calder Cup. Wait, no. I was weird. I keep on pressing this options button for some reason. Art Ross goes to Tyler Seguin. Hart Memorial goes to Tyler Seguin. James Norris goes to Jacob Trouba. Lady Bing goes to Tyler Seguin. Calder Memorial, Ole Ulevi. Conn Smythe goes to Ben Bishop, so he led their team to victory. I don't think that he really deserved the Conn Smythe. I mean, he played good for them, but I would have given it to, like, I guess, Klingberg or Heiskanen or probably Seguin or Ben more or less. Vezina goes to Tukarask. William M. Jennings, Tukarask. Bill Masterton goes to Zadarov, again for the second year. Frank J. Selke goes to Connor McDavid. Ted Lindsay to Sagan and Ovechkin, third straight year. Fourth and fifth years at winning the Maurice Richard. So, what else do we got? Middlestat, Yan. So Casey Middlestat is a member of the Lightning, apparently, and he's doing well. That's crazy. So they're going to get even better. Carter Hart from Philly's farm team there, Lehigh Valley or something. Merzlikins, a couple guys there. Nielsen, all right. And then AHL, I got to go Team Awards. So, yeah, it doesn't look like we were... Yeah, Cleveland was pretty stacked. So we can check our AHL guys a bit. See, Forsbacker Carlson could probably replace Sazikaz next year. He's a good enough defensive stat. He's a fast skater. Takes a ton of shots. He had tons of goals this year. So we'll probably bring him up for next year. He can be our third or fourth line center. And then just look for a really strong second line center. And then I guess Barzell is our third liner. Or maybe he does get into that second line center. I don't know. Derek Dorsett, 262 penalty minutes. Holy crap. Eli, Sundquist, Queen, and Ojimaki. Kavanov also looks nice. Vitaly Kavanov, he's 19 years old. He's already 73 overall. He could be a very good defenseman of us for the future. Josh Norris, he'll probably be another one of our guys who we can play on our roster next year. We'll go with probably a younger roster. Might have to move on from... We may have to move on from Josh Bailey. Probably Anders Lee gets traded. Kiefer Bellows, I don't think you guys can let me know what you think about Bellows, but I don't see a situation where he really stays. So that's rough. I guess we can go with the general season stats for the NHL. We didn't really check that out. Player stats quickly to go through everyone. I guess the rookies we won't be able to see the rookies because they always go to the AHL because it's the off season. But goals, 64 goals for Ovi, Tyson Jost or Jost. What am I saying? Jaws. Points, you got 111 from Sagan. That's crazy. Again, Ovechkin, Ben, Kucherov, Tarasenko, Crosby, Tavares was right behind McDavid. All those guys looks stellar. Plus minus, you got Trouba with 41, minus 29 for Morin if you care. Penalty minutes, all that stuff. What else do we got? Maybe checking out shots. I like checking to see who has a ton of shots. Charlie McAvoy on defense. Jost, Colin White, Forsberg, Taylor Hall. Maybe we could have gone after Taylor Hall. We could still go after him. If he's available on free agency, we could maybe look at him, but that wouldn't be bad. I kind of want a center, though, so we'll have to decide off that later. Goalies, we'll quickly check them out. See who did pretty well. Minimum games, we'll go like 20 games. We'll go 30 games, yeah. Save percentage, Victor or Tukarask. And then, all those guys. Eric Comrie, a potential goalie of the future. If we want to trade for a younger goalie, we could go do something like that. UC Saros. We could potentially go for another goalie, but I don't want to blame it on Talbot. Again, it was 1 year. He's got to get used to our system, I guess, if you want to call it. But I think, Talbot's a good goalie. I trust Talbot, and I think we just need to improve our roster. And then we should see some more improvements. It's tough. We went up against there's a lot of strong Eastern Conference teams, so we just need to keep on adding to our team. Again, longer video, but just looking at what our team needs to improve on is a big thing. So make sure you guys leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit that like button, show your support. It is greatly appreciated. And make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss out on any of the next episodes when they come on out. So anyways, I'm going to end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. 1, 2, 3, let's go.